Hey y'all, I hope you're doing well. So I wanted to come on here and say, let me tell you a story, okay? so my, and this ain't to throw shade. This is to tell you that not everything that you communicate, you have to use such fragrant language or vocabulary, right? Bitch, you don't have to be that fancy. But it's nice to do that if you can. Um, I used to get teased because they said I was a proper lady. Literally proper. Like I spoke very proper. And I purposely hung out in the South and fucked that all up. Tell me I'm proper again and I'll show you I ain't. I'm not that type of girl. I mean, what the fuck am I doing? Applying to be the role model of the year? No. I'm gonna be me. Okay, this is what you get. That's what you get. But speaking of language, it's kind of funny because and again, no shade to my ex-husband, but there would be times that me and my sons, particularly my younger one, would be having a conversation and we're using pretty big fucking words, right? Because he's in school and he's asking me, what the meaning is or whatever, and he was my husband at the time, was just looking at us and he's like, what does that mean? What are y'all saying? Like, I don't, it was like I was speaking a motherfucking language and he didn't understand what I was saying. And I was like, well, it means da 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 da. And he was like, how do you know that? And then he said, oh, you are so smart. And I said, I know, right? And he says he married me for my brains. Because I do think out of the box. And typically, like, especially when we're buying our house, there's a lot of legal jargon. And he was like, I don't understand. And I said, well, I don't fucking have time to make you understand. Let me go ahead and explain it to you. And literally I did. I mean, I broke it down for him. I just didn't put it in a nice little box. And I think it's important to communicate and how people will receive it. You can use beautiful language like we do the word of the day. And I love that because the more you know, the better off you are. Like our brain retains so much information. It'll just recall things automatically. Like, I don't know. I like brains. I mean, I'm a nerdy bitch. But anyhow, even it don't matter. I mean, as long as you're learning something new every day, you don't have to put it in context to use it. Not everyone has the vocabulary of a higher level education. I just always read to my children and I believed in, them having books that they would read. I like to buy them books that I wanted them to read too. But if I want my children to read, which I did, then I gotta buy the books that they want. Like, literally, I don't know if y'all know, but comic book stores have actually bound comic books, like physically books. So I would buy the motherfucking comic books bound. Yeah. Or my son, my younger son, he used to love this anime website. I don't even know how the, and he was like, "Mom, I'm reading my book." I, okay, you reading? I'm not gonna bother you. Okay, go ahead and do that, bro, because we're all not at the same levels of comprehension or speaking. So you don't need fancy words to get your point across. Like, you just don't. And it's not like, you know, you need that in everyday life. Is it nice to have? Like, if you're networking with some professionals, oh, fuck yeah. I mean, I don't be trying to, though, put on airs. I don't believe in that because for some people it makes them feel inadequate. And I never want no one to do that. Even my ex-husband. And so he'd be like, he said, I don't want you to feel like I'm stupid or something. And I was like, I wouldn't want to make you feel stupid. Like, I don't want to make anyone feel stupid for their levels of comprehension. So I don't try to purposely hurt anyone's feelings like that. Like, I understand it's different education, different, like, I just was a book lover. I mean, people have been mean to me my whole life, so why the fuck would I like people when they're purposely assholes to me? So my BFFs are my books. I'm like Belle. I don't want a beast. But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate when it comes to terms in life like that. And I have said he is dumb, but not like because of his education level or his competency. Is because this motherfucker gonna cheat and get caught. Like, how dumb is you? You dumb. For that, you dumb. Like, bitch, I'd be building my technical proficiency in things instead of trying to get fucking hoes. I mean, it was funny though. I mean, that's why I really don't try to. I love doing the word of the day because it expands my comprehension and my proficiency with language, but I don't have to put it out there like that. Like, I'm a little hood. What the fuck you want from it? I mean, if you knew my homies in the South, then you would know I hung out with some thugs. It's not like we're having literary lessons over here. But, like, you never know how a person is or why they are, and you shouldn't make them feel excluded or like they're too stupid to ask a question to enhance their understanding for whatever you're trying to explain. I try to do it in simple context. It does not mean that I do not know how to conduct meetings or business or anything like that. Trust me, I'm very fucking educated. But in the same token, I will check your ass like a Nike stripe. Do not play with me. I am not the fucking girl. So just why I'm mentioning this is because just because a person does not, upon appearance, speak with an air of sophistication or whatever, that does not mean they are incompetent. Some people just choose to conduct a way of life and a way of comprehension for others. Do not underestimate people. you're going to feel stupid. But anyhow, I love you so much.